welcome. You're watching the Newshour agenda. I'm Padmaja Joshi. Elections are like that classic case where people like us get extremely excited about what's going to happen and nothing comes to us actually in the end. As they say in Hindi, Begani Shadi Mein Abdullah Diwana. But what could be more exciting? In just a few hours from now, we are going to first get the results to the MCD elections in Delhi, Municipal Corporation of Delhi, and then 24 hours after that, we will find out who will form the next government in Himachal and Gujarat. But before that, we have the numbers before the numbers, which is the Times Now ETG exit poll. The closest that you are going to hear as to what is going to happen on the 7th and the 8th of this month. So let's get started straight away and get you the big numbers first. Before I introduce our panel to you, let me first take across my colleague and psephologist Jay Mruk for the big numbers. We are going to start with the poll of polls. Of the 182 seats, what are all the major pollsters saying? So here is the poll of polls, which says that the BJP is going to get 134. The Congress is going to be reduced to 36. Aam Aadmi Party, pretty commendable performance on their first shot at power at 9 seats, and others. It'll also be very interesting to see who these others are. Is this the AIMIM? Is it somebody else? We'll just figure that out as well. But let's take it one by one. Times Now ETG says 139 for BJP, Congress at 30, Aam Aadmi Party at 11, others at 2, Jan Ki Baat at 128, TV9 at 128, P-Mark at 138, Axis My India at 140, C-Voter at 134. These are the numbers for the BJP. But when it comes to the Congress, everyone is pretty much in the same range, barring TV9, which keeps the Congress in the vicinity of round about 35, average of 36. Aam Aadmi Party is being given a very high number by Axis My India at 15 seats. Jan Ki Baat also gives them 10 seats. We give them 11 seats. And others are pretty much marginal players, just staying in single digits. So this is as far as the big numbers poll of polls is concerned. Do you think 139 is realistic, Jay?
Well,
because this is record. It's gone past 127.
Yeah. Now, look, in 1985, the Congress did achieve that 148 number under Madhav Singh Solanki. This number, if, as the polls are showing, there is a 50% split, almost the Congress vote splitting into halves, then this is a perfect psephological possibility. But if you look at...
Are we underplaying it? Because many people even say that there is an undercurrent where votes are going to be split between the Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, and the BJP could well go past the 150 number also. Is that a possibility?
No, I believe after a number like 130, the lumped votes of the opponents also start mattering. So where does the Congress have a lumped vote? Whatever limited 6 or 7 seats does the AAP have a lumped vote? See, those lumped votes are going to be like fireballs. The votes concentrated in particular constituencies. So for example, now you know very well in Ahmedabad, Ellis Bridge is like the BJP seat. I mean, that's the seat even that, Prime Minister Modi wanted to once contest from.
Ellis Bridge is where Amit Shah is, not the Amit Shah.
But there is another Amit Shah over there.
Tyson Shah, as they call him. Yes.
Absolutely. Right?
He's from Ellis Bridge.
He's from Ellis Bridge, right? So like Ellis Bridge and Ghatlodia, there are some similar seats of the Congress, like Enclave, like
जिनका रेडिएटिंग इफेक्ट होता है बेसिकली.
हाँ नहीं, और जो वो एक फायरवॉल जैसी होती है जो कभी दूसरी पार्टी को नहीं जाती. तो मेरे हिसाब से 140 के ऊपर वो दूसरे पार्टी के भी छोटे छोटे फायरवॉल्स एक्टिव होते हैं. दे आल्सो डू देयर जॉब. दे डोंट लेट यू कम इन. Okay. Right? So that's a number which will,
all right. So this is safe, keeping all practicalities in mind. 139, where on the higher side, everyone else has been a little more measured, keeping it about 128. Let's look at the next set of numbers of what is the poll of polls for Himachal. Because remember, we are talking about the big picture, not just for today, 2022, but for 2024 and later, where we've got a slew of elections happening, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, etc. Poll of polls for Himachal Pradesh. We say 38-28, which means comfortable majority for BJP. P-Mark also gives them an okay majority, 36-30. Jan Ki Baat 36-30, ETG 38-28. Axis My India, very interestingly, and it's the only outlier, says 29-35, and India TV gives them 38 with 29 to the Congress. So right now it seems that as far as most polls are concerned, out of 68, the BJP has a majority because 35 is the mark that they need to get. Everyone is giving the BJP their nose ahead. What do you have to say about the 29 figure?
Well, now see, cephalogically, if we look at our own vote share difference, it is about 4% in Himachal between the BJP and let's go with the ETG poll vote share. Right? Now, the margin of error in cephalogy is 3%.
Okay.
Now, if you give 3% margin of error to both the challenger and the main contender, the actual variation you're looking is at 6%.
Okay.
So actually that 6% flip can create a flip result.
And in a state as small as this, where you have just 68 seats, that margin of error could well turn the result altogether. So that's a disclaimer. Now let's take a look at the MCD polls, because remember, since 2014, we are in a situation where whether it's the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation, whether it's the Surat Municipal Corporation, whether it's the Delhi Municipal Corporation, we track all elections because all municipal corporations also matter now. And here is where you've got the Aam Aadmi Party romping home with 153, BJP is at 84, Congress is at 8, and others are at 4. So 250 total seats, and you have got the Aam Aadmi Party at more than half of it at 153. The BJP is almost half at 84. Let's open this up and go across to our guest, Aparajita Sarangi, MP and national spokesperson of BJP, Jem Rukh, cephalogist, already with us, Yuvraj Pokharna, columnist. We have senior journalist Ashutosh, Kamar Zaman Chaudhary of the Congress, Kalimul Hafiz, president of the AIMIM in Delhi, Shubh Malhotra, political analyst and a supporter of the Aam Aadmi Party. I want to start with the analysts first. Ashutosh ji, what do you make of this? Is this now clear that Mr. Modi creates pro-incumbency? Ashutosh.
See, if you are talking about the Gujarat, then I think Gujarat election is all about Mr. Narendra Modi.
No, not Gujarat. I'm saying whether it be Gujarat, whether it be Himachal, whether it be Uttar Pradesh, whether it be Uttarakhand, he's creating a pro-incumbency.
See, I'll still suggest that let's hold our horses. The results will come on 8th. And if it happens, because certain opinion exit polls are saying that the Congress can win Himachal, MCD, Aam Aadmi Party is winning, Gujarat, BJP. Then what? What will be the narrative?
Realistically, you think that the Congress could win Himachal even now?
No, I think if the two exit polls are hinting at that, so that's why we should not jump to the conclusion. Now, the point number 1, yes, in Gujarat, BJP, the assembly election is all about Narendra Modi and nothing else. Because in the last 8 years, if you look at, BJP has changed its chief minister thrice. 1 year back, it has changed not only the chief minister but also the entire cabinet, and they did not repeat. Nobody changes its winning horse. So there must have been some reason that BJP changed that. Obviously, there has been anti-incumbency against the sitting MLA. There has been anti-incumbency against the Vijay Rupani government, and that's one reason that they had gone to the extent of changing the cabinet and the chief minister also. But the second story in Gujarat is that Congress party almost abdicated its role, because in 2017, if Gujarat has given them 77 seats, the Gujarat was expecting Aam Aadmi Party to work for another 5 years, work hard and do something. But instead of doing that, they just left the field for Aam Aadmi Party.
Okay, so let's not go around singing accolades of the Prime Minister just as yet, because chances are that you may lose Himachal, Aparajita Sarangi, and definitely looks like you are losing MCD. MCD, which by the way saw campaigning by your MPs, by your ministers, by your not just central ministers but also your chief ministers. So let's not get ahead of ourselves.
A very good evening, and I can only say that in Gujarat we are winning with a thumping majority. As far as Himachal is concerned, we would be doing extremely well. And as far as MCD polls are concerned, I can only say that we would do better than what's being shown. We may lose in MCD, but I must say that MCD polls are different from the assembly polls. MCD polls, or rather the corporation polls, are fought on local issues. And here the image of the sitting corporator is seen, whatever may be the reason. Now, this is the difference between Bharatiya Janata Party and all other parties. Now, you know that yesterday Prime Minister Modi
why were your chief ministers of Uttar Pradesh, your chief minister of Uttarakhand, your chief minister of Assam campaigning? If it's that local, then your corporators should be campaigning.
No, see, what is the problem if Prime Minister Modi campaigns? He is the leader of the party.
No,
He is
I'm
the
saying
biggest face of the party.
your argument
And we are
was
proud
that
of the
MCD
fact
should
that
not
Prime
be
Minister Modi
compared,
is leading
MCD
us.
results shouldn't be compared to assembly elections because MCD election is very local. But you made it national. When you had
Not
central
because,
ministers campaigning, when you brought up issues like love jihad, we were talking about Aftab and Shraddha in MCD polls.
We take every election very seriously, Padmaja. In fact, this is the difference between Bharatiya Janata Party and all other parties. We do our homework very seriously and we go to the people with our report card. Now, as far as Delhi polls are concerned, I can only say that we are party with a difference in the sense that we sit back with our chessboard and we would find out immediately after the results are out where we went wrong and where we were right.
Okay, interesting. The kind of indication that one gets from you, ma'am, is that while you are contradicting the Himachal exit poll, saying that we'll still do very well there, you're not really contradicting the MCD exit poll.
No doubt about it. I'm not saying we are contradicting.
All right. Before I open this up, and then we'll talk about the big takeaways, I want to quickly show you, and again, let's get Jay back in on this, the Gujarat micro numbers and the region-wise numbers on that as well. What about the different areas of Gujarat? What is the message that we get from there? First, you need to understand what are the different areas that we are talking about in Gujarat. There's the Kutch Saurashtra, there's North Gujarat, Central Gujarat, South Gujarat. Kutch Saurashtra together as a whole forms a block of 52 seats. 54 seats, yes, bad math. I have very bad math. 54 seats in Kutch Saurashtra, North Gujarat 32, Central Gujarat 61, South Gujarat 35. That's as far as the breakup is concerned. Now let's start going through all the different segments that we are talking about one by one. We are talking about Central Gujarat, first of all, literally the center of power. So in Central Gujarat, what is the vote share like? We've got the BJP very comfortably in the lead, 48%, almost decimation of everyone else, 9% to the Congress, about 4% to the Aam Aadmi Party. That's the vote share. Okay, that was the seat share. Yeah. This is the vote share, 47% to the BJP, 25 and 25 Aam Aadmi Party and Congress.
Perfect vertical split.
All right, so perfect vertical split over there. 3% goes to others. Now let's look at the seat share of all the different parties in Central Gujarat. The seat share is as follows: 48 seats, like I said earlier, almost complete decimation, 48 out of 61, 9 to the Congress and 4 to the Aam Aadmi Party. Now let's look at the next region and talk about the vote share there. The next region that we are looking at is Kutch and Saurashtra. 54, big chunk, 45% to the BJP, 27, 24. Always notice these two figures, and this will really tell you. Here is
this is a story of the election. It's really a story of the cat and two monkeys. Only thing, unfortunately, here the party that wanted to be the cat ended up becoming a monkey, and the benefiting cat is here on the top. So a little bit cheese here, a little bit cheese there, and now all the cheese is gone.
All right. So what is the seat breakup here when it comes to Kutch and Saurashtra? The seat breakup, again, the BJP, as you would imagine, is very comfortably in the lead. 42, Aam Aadmi Party 4, Congress 7 and others 1.
This is higher than their previous high of 35 in 2012. And it's again, what our viewers need to know is, though the AAP vote share there was higher, 27 versus 24.
Is this the highest ever for the BJP in Kutch Saurashtra?
Yeah, I don't think even in 2002 they did as well in Kutch Saurashtra. They wouldn't have.
Okay.
So this is perhaps maybe after Keshubhai Patel in 1998. That was when the BJP swept all but 2 or 3 seats in Saurashtra. That was the biggest victory for them.
So remember, in terms of imagery, a party which is known as Brahman Banya Party, subsequently saying Soot Boot Ki Sarkar Wali Party, this is one of the most rural belts which has got, cotton farmers, groundnut farmers. If the BJP gets 42 seats there, it's a statement in itself. North Gujarat, what is the vote share in that area? North Gujarat, very high when it comes to tribal population. Over there, the vote share again is 42%. And as we mentioned earlier, a split between Aam Aadmi Party and Congress, but some saving graces for the Congress saved the blushes, at least in North Gujarat. Why?
Yeah, because primarily there are a lot of the dairy cooperatives and well-established Congress leaders there. So these are people who have their own following. They don't necessarily need Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Okay, so basically, आप अपने दम पर लड़ रहे हो. You are not winning because of the Congress. You are winning despite the Congress.
Despite the Congress, and you're happy with the absence of Mr. Gandhi from the scene.
Well, I don't think they're supposed to say that out loud. What is the seat share in North Gujarat? It's 21 for BJP, 10 for Congress, 1 for Aam Aadmi Party. And finally, let's talk about South Gujarat, the vote share there. Again, an area which is a large tribal population. Remember, Gujarat has 15% tribal population, and it is in these areas that Amit Shah went out and he said that Draupadi Murmu ji ko president बनाया गया, उनको सबसे उच्च आसन पर बिठाया गया है, and it has been done by the BJP government. 44% in this area, 23% for the Congress, 28% by Aam Aadmi Party. Quite surprising, they're higher than the Congress in tribal areas.
This is exactly the story I said. They are like the machine cut lawn. They're all across. While the Congress has a few tall trees standing somewhere. Therefore, when you look at the seat share, when you flip and go to the seat share of South Gujarat that this poll has, the Congress actually has more seats. The Aam Aadmi Party has 2, the Congress has 4.
Well,
so it's that wonderful cut across the lawn. They're all across. They've nibbled the Congress everywhere. The Congress has retained whatever it was more stronger at.
Okay. So this is not again to turn into this, whole exercise about bashing the Congress. So let's start with the Aam Aadmi Party. Let me start with you, Yuvraj Pokharna, because you come from Gujarat and a lot of people were very cynical about the prospects of the Aam Aadmi Party. For them to get about 6 to 7, good, commendable, satisfactory, bad, disappointing.
Disruptive is the word for me. See, I'll tell you, Aam Aadmi Party is the first party that started its campaign back in March 2022. And they somehow managed to create a flutter in social media, in media. They captured the whole space, and there was an undercurrent, which is, I can say, Aam Aadmi Party was a perfect choice for the anti-BJP votes to land in. But as November came, the Aam Aadmi Party and its limited cadre, of course, hired from Punjab and Delhi, was pretty much occupied with the Delhi MCD elections, and that was the time when the anti-BJP votes, traditionally the Congress vote bank, got completely disappointed, and they were in a cynical kind of position कि हम किसको वोट दे क्या करें. We had pinned our hopes on AAP, but now AAP is nowhere to be seen. So that is where Aam Aadmi Party lost some space. But yes, kudos to it for a good campaign.
All right, kudos for a good campaign. What does that say about you, Kamar Zaman Chaudhary? That somebody who had like a 0.5% vote share.
I have a different take.
Yes, what's your take?
Can I? Yeah, you know something, however the people will try to project that the Congress has been decimated, don't write off the party as of now, and don't write off please Rahul Gandhi as of now. You know why I say this? 3 elections, very important elections took place, and in all the 3 places Bharatiya Janata Party was in power. Let us say Narendra Modi and the Bharatiya Janata Party campaigned in all the 3 places as saying that this is an election for Narendra Modi. You have got Narendra Modi as the face in all the constituencies, whether it be the MCD elections, whether it be the Himachal elections, or whether it be the Gujarat elections. Now you see in Gujarat also, you see the vote share of the BJP is coming down. The Congress vote share has maintained at 30% plus.
No, sir,
despite the Aam Aadmi Party's denting our vote share percentage.
Brutally. Look at the figures, sir. We have just shown you region-wise breakup.
Understand.
Last time around, let's pull up the comparative. It will make it easier for you and the viewers. Hold on. Vote share overall Gujarat 2017 and projected 2022. Let's take a look at it. Last time, sir, you were just 8% behind the BJP. This time, you have lost almost 16 to 20% of your vote share. We're not even talking about the seats. What comfort are you talking about?
Now, look, let me finish my point, Padmaja. You are an anchor. I believe I respect you. At least let me finish my point out here. Congress is strong in those areas that it was. Of course, its vote share has been dented if you consider your exit polls to be the exact polls. Now, the main point that out here is that the 3 states that the Bharatiya Janata Party was ruling in the name of and went to the polls in the name of Narendra Modi, that same Narendra Modi image has been dented to a severe extent in these 3 states polls. AMCD, they are losing, if I go by your numbers. In Himachal Pradesh, it's a 50-50 chances, but still then they should have swept Himachal Pradesh, considering their change in the chief ministership, the way they have campaigned, considering the pseudo-nationalism and the Hindutva planks.
Okay.
Even in Gujarat also you see the way of the campaign.
With 2 projected wins and 1 loss, Narendra Modi's image has been dented. Then in that case, whose image has been dented by your vote share going down, seat share going down, in everything, and you being decimated in Delhi? Or nobody's image is dented because there is nobody's image associated with anything at all?
Who lost the elections?
No, why are you getting so jumpy when I mentioned the name of Narendra Modi?
I'm not getting jumpy at all.
It's a fact.
I am
In
acknowledging.
Gujarat
I am
also,
saying, okay, his image is dented. His image is dented. I am echoing you, sir.
Of course you are. But you should, Congress is not in power in all the 3 states. We are rejuvenating ourselves. We are bringing up at par at the national level. We have just had an organizational elections.
Right.
Our cadres are morally strong right now.
Okay.
I mean, very morally, they are very coming up very fast. Organizationally, we are also bringing in some changes.
Okay, Yuvraj wants to quickly respond, then I'll go across to Shubh Malhotra.
But wait
this
and watch.
Is gradual rejuvenation.
Congress.
It's like Vipassana.
Are you running an NGO? Or are you fighting elections electorally? Are you looking for moral victories or electoral victories? And let me put this on record, BJP is the big guy in the gym who likes to flaunt his muscle. BJP creates a groundswell, BJP has manpower, organizational structure, and BJP has star pracharaks, and the biggest of the star pracharak being Narendra Modi himself. If he works 24/7, what is the issue? आप भी करिए काम, कौन बना कर रहा है? If Narendra Modi can sway the election, let him do it. What is the issue with you?
Okay, so if the BJP is the big guy in the gym, then the Congress says it is the guy doing yoga quietly in the corner. They will detox and they will rejuvenate.
Padmaja, just 10 seconds. If losing a couple of elections can dent Modi's image, so tell me, what does it speak of Rahul Gandhi when he has already lost more than 50 elections? Is there any comparison in that?
Arey, my dear friend, results
us,
of Gujarat does not reflect the mood of the nation.
Achha.
Please try to come out of the echo chamber.
Okay, so
it's
let us
not
go ahead with
Narendra Modi.
democratic elections
34 years of left rule in Bengal was also kicked out.
So let us do away with democracy.
It was also kicked off. So also it will happen in Gujarat. Don't worry.
What does reflect the mood of the nation? 2014 doesn't reflect the mood of the nation. 2019 doesn't reflect the mood of the nation. Gujarat doesn't reflect the mood of the nation. Uttar Pradesh doesn't reflect the mood of the nation. Uttarakhand doesn't reflect the mood of the nation. What reflects the mood of the nation? Just so we know. Then we'll track that only.
Can I reply? Can I reply?
Yes, go on.
When the mood of the nation is on an upswing, the BJP swept all the polls. Now you just interpolate that to the Lok Sabha results of the 3 states that went to the polls recently. You will see how much seats the Bharatiya Janata Party has lost. It's a simple example that no longer the Modi wave is there in the country.
Sir, I mean, I really don't know what to say to this, because one of the key takeaways is we've seen 3 states in the recent past which have had a history of having rotating parties in government. In 3 states, if we were to add Himachal to that, they have bucked a trend, they have bucked anti-incumbency, and they have even bucked historical precedent. But you are reading the waning popularity of Mr. Modi into it. Fair enough, everyone's entitled to their own reading of the situation. Shubh Malhotra, Congress is saying that ultimately we will be the national party. You will always be the also Rams. What's the plan here? In Himachal, for example, you are getting votes, percentage, but you're not getting seats. क्या हासिल हुआ?
नहीं, हासिल तो क्या हुआ वो तो जब काउंटिंग हो जाएगी तब पता चल जाएगा. But I feel that not just in Himachal being my favorite state of the
because it's a flip state, and I feel that Aam Aadmi Party is going to do remarkably better than what is being presented in the exit polls over here, because I feel that their most vocal In fact, their supporters are mostly non-vocal, and they are the deprived sections of the society whereby they don't come forward and talk about it, especially against the incumbents. So something needs to be captured over here. But at the same time, I would like to say that Aam Aadmi Party is here for the first time in Himachal, and I think they have done well. They have done door-to-door in 14 lakh households, and they have gone with a strong manifesto behind the backing of the Delhi model. And they have presented themselves in the discourse.
Ma'am, you could say a lot of things about the Aam Aadmi Party, Ashutosh, but the first time I'm hearing that Aam Aadmi Party is not vocal. I mean, perhaps they are the most vocal after BJP supporters.
No, I'm talking about, no, you misheard me.
And Ashutosh, you would understand, he gets a lot of, some of that vocal response on Twitter every now and then. Ashutosh ji. Would you say that there is silent voter for Aam Aadmi Party?
No, I don't.
No, let me correct if I have misspoken. I meant to say that their voters are not the most vocal section of the society. They are the deprived sections of the society. But their leaders might be the most vocal one. I might agree with you and give you that one.
Okay, Ashutosh.
See, if Aam Aadmi Party gets something around 15% or 20% vote share in Gujarat, then that will be a breakthrough state for the Aam Aadmi Party, because that will be another state. Because Aam Aadmi Party is contested in Uttarakhand, they got just 4% vote share. In Goa, they contested 2017, 2022, and both time they got 6.34 and 6.72%. So, if in Gujarat they are getting more than 10%, I'll be very happy that this is a remarkable achievement in that sense, because as a party which a year back was a non-entity in Gujarat, has no organization, no leadership, and suddenly jumps into the contest, and everybody is taking it very seriously. I think this
Sarangi, is that a worry for you, and is that the reason the BJP constantly downplays the Aam Aadmi Party and says bipolar hi hai? Because for a third front or a third party to emerge in a state like Gujarat is a worry. A listless Congress is easy, but an aggressive Aam Aadmi Party will be a headache.
It is a party with a difference. And you saw the leaders closeted together yesterday and today with all these state padadhikaris to actually kind of finalize a roadmap for the 2024 elections. This was done today, before December 8th. So I think we are very much connected with the people on the ground.
Ma'am, you're not answering the question.
Very well.
My question is very straightforward. Is the rise of the Aam Aadmi Party a worry?
Yeah.
Fair enough, it will be
That's what
5
I'm trying to say.
seats,
We are a focused party. Let me please complete. See, what is Aam Aadmi Party? Aam Aadmi Party is trying to bite more than it can chew. Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne.
Ashutosh ji wants to respond to you.
350 seats they fought in, 349 they lost their deposits. Now Uttarakhand, out of 69 seats, 65 seats they lost deposits in. And Goa, out of 38 seats, 35 seats they lost deposit in. They do not have one single member in the Lok Sabha.
Okay, let Ashutosh respond to that. Mungeri Lal ke Haseen Sapne.
See, Padmaja, I think why the BJP should be worried today, and why in the last 15 days you must have seen how Mr. Narendra Modi and Amit Shah has been trying to say that the Gujarat election is a bipolar election. Simple reason, because look at the Delhi. Aam Aadmi Party in first election in contest, it doesn't get the majority numbers. In Punjab also. In 2013, Aam Aadmi Party got 29% vote share, 28 seats. In Punjab, in 2017, it got 22% vote share and 20 or 21 seats. But next time when they came, in the second attempt in Delhi, they got 67 seats out of 70. Second time in Punjab, they got 92 out of 170. They decimated the entire traditional political class in Punjab. Decimated. Prakash Singh Badal, Sukhbir Badal, Navjot Singh Sidhu, Captain Amarinder, you name all the leaders of the election. So if Aam Aadmi Party could get 20% plus votes in Gujarat, then there is a serious possibility that the Delhi and the Punjab can be replicated in 2027. And that's why BJP should be more than happy if the Congress comes to something around 30% vote share and the Aam Aadmi Party is less than 15%.
Because 10 years from now, if Mr. Modi retires, Yuvraj Pokharna, and there is a listless voter who says कि यार वो बीजेपी में वो बात नहीं रही जो मोदी जी वाली बात थी, and Congress तो कुछ कर नहीं रही है, then the Aam Aadmi Party could do a Punjab over there.
See, Aam Aadmi Party definitely has a future, but the exemplification that you gave is not palpable to me, it is not gulpable to me. I'll tell you why. Because even before Modi, there was BJP, and even after Modi, there will be BJP. And yes, Aam Aadmi Party is a prospect, but they need to introspect for that, because I believe one fit for all does not work for all.
Sure,
Punjab has a different electorate,
you will agree
in which Gujaratis are business-minded people.
Sure.
We do not want freebies.
Sure, absolutely. But before Modi ji, there was BJP and there will be BJP after him. But कुछ तो प्रॉब्लम है ना कि मोदी जी जब दिल्ली आए हैं तो मोदी जी के रहते हुए तो बार-बार चीफ मिनिस्टर नहीं चेंज होते थे ना. बट मोदी जी के यहाँ दिल्ली आने के बाद बार-बार चीफ मिनिस्टर्स चेंज हो रहे हैं, पूरा कैबिनेट सैक हो रहा है, पूरा आपका जो है 30 कैंडिडेट्स को डिनाई किया गया है टिकट. सो समथिंग इज गोइंग ऑन विद द बीजेपी इन गुजरात, राइट? दैट यू हैव टू.
So you want me to respond this?
Yeah.
Yep. Give me 1 minute. First, let us not go into the whataboutism thing, ye hua, wo hua. That was a very smart and practical move by BJP when the Congress in 2017 cornered BJP by the so-called Patidar Andolan. और उसमें अल्पेश और ये तीनों जो थे नेता थे, तो what BJP did is it isolated the factors. One, there was Patidar Andolan. Then there was this anti-incumbency thing. There was some in between fight, the loss of Saurashtrian votes, the loss of tribal votes. So between 2017 and 2022, BJP successfully engineered some about 20 to 21 defections. 19 defections to be precise. Thank you. And those were from the tribal belt as well as from the Saurashtra belt. So as of now, as of this moment, BJP is doing quite well with the tribal seat as well as the Patidar seat. So that was a strategic move.
See, I think let's not forget this. In 1985, Congress got 55.5% vote share, 149 seats. That is, and BJP has never crossed that 50% in assembly seats. But in another 5 years, the same Congress party was reduced to 30% vote share. So in politics, you do not know what will happen in the next 5 years. The BJP, which is sitting comfortably today, here is a third player entry, because in 85 what happened? In 85 BJP got 15% vote share and Janata Party got 19% vote share. And Congress was very happy that they got 55% when there is a triangular contest. But they did not realize that there is fatigue factor. People do get fed up that how long you can vote for the same political party. So let's change it. Why there is an attraction for Gujarat party this time for the Aam Aadmi Party, even a certain section? Because people are unhappy that how long we can vote for the Congress party. They are not defeating BJP. Let's try something else.
And you know, when
so
you
in
talk
5
about,
years time, you never know. And
here's an interesting thing. Let's look again at the region-wise vote share, starting with South Gujarat. Why? Because very often when you spoke of the Aam Aadmi Party's prospects, people used to say ये तो सूरत की पार्टी है और सूरत में ही रह जाएगी, उसके आगे बढ़ नहीं पाएगी. Now, which is why in South Gujarat, where Surat is in South Gujarat, right? Yeah. So here is where you have the Aam Aadmi Party actually overtaking the Congress, building on their earlier performances of the Surat Municipal Corporation. You have 28%, which is more than half of what the BJP has managed to get. But let's look at the other areas now. ठीक है जी, सूरत की पार्टी है, that is all very well. Let's take a look at North, Central and Saurashtra also and see how the Aam Aadmi Party has fared there. 28% you get in South, you're like, हाँ जी, सूरत की पार्टी है, चलो वहाँ से तो होना ही था. But what explains this, Jay? Why do they have 22% in North Gujarat as well? This was supposed to be the Congress's bastion. This should be a worry going forward 10 years. Should it?
Yeah, it should. Because I tell you something very interesting and anecdotal. I toured Chanasama, Patan, Sidhpur in North Gujarat. So when we went to the main village squares as well as the towns, it was very clear there was Congress, there was BJP. Not many people talked up. So then we tried to probe, bhai kya ho raha hai, kya hai? नहीं यहाँ community leaders की loyalty है, ठीक है. और गोमड़ा माथी लोग आए थे ने झाड़ू झाड़ू के छे. I'll just translate that for you what it means. वो जो weekly heart market लगता है टाउन में, वहाँ गांव से जो लोग आ रहे हैं वो झाड़ू झाड़ू बोल रहे हैं. मतलब what might have happened is, barring the mainstream leaders, the AAP has got somebody's imagination there, but it's not enough for a threshold.
So Jhadu Party is something that is visible, it is talked about. You saw that they have a presence now.
That's in this number.
In North also.
In North also.
22% they are getting in North also, Aprajita Sarangi. If you take a look at Saurashtra and you take a look at Saurashtra and Kutch, there also approximately you will have the vote percentage for the Aam Aadmi Party in the same vicinity. So you're absolutely right. Till 2024, maybe even till 2029, Gujarat is yours, maybe. But what after that? This 27% in Kutch Saurashtra is just 20% behind your vote share. It's 18% behind your vote share, Aprajita Sarangi. In 10 years, maybe they'll get that 18%.
See, we have been talking about bipolar contest in Gujarat, and you also mentioned this. And it has been and it is always between BJP and the Congress. Now, as far as AAP is concerned, not a cause to worry, because AAP, as I said, there are all bubbles on the ocean. See, they are biting more than they can chew. They have to have the necessary structure in place first. And here we just hear about Kejriwal. They have been talking about PM Modi everywhere. Now here it is only Kejriwal. Bhagwat Mann is not going anywhere in kind of campaigning, not beyond Punjab. So what I'm trying to say is, as far as AAP is concerned, it's not a threat. BJP is extremely strong in the country and in Gujarat. So we are in 18 states.
But again, with due respect, 28% is a hell of a lot of bubbles to deal with. that is a very big bubble.
See, let us wait for 8th December.
Okay, sure. Let's wait for 8th December. Now, here is another, since we're talking about anecdotal evidence.
Absolutely no presence in Gujarat, neither in Gujarat
sure,
nor in
right now they don't. You're right. Right now they don't.
In fact, all of us
I'm asking you, what about 10 years later? This is what the Congress would have been thinking. Ask Kamar Zaman Chaudhary, जब शीला जी की सरकार थी, किसी ने नाम भी नहीं सुना था आम आदमी पार्टी का, कौन सोचता होगा कि कांग्रेस जीरो पे आ जाएगी? किसी ने सोचा नहीं होगा कमर जमान चौधरी, and here we are.
Not only
2012, Aam Aadmi Party was formed in 2013. They got 29 seats, and Congress was reduced to 8 seats.
Exactly.
In 1 year.
So I am pretty certain the Congress would have been sitting at that time saying, "ये तो bubble है."
67 seats.
Bubble से वो trouble हो गई सीधे 1 साल बाद. कमर जमान चौधरी.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm telling they are very arrogant and they're very complacent. You should not be there in a democratic setup. 34 years of Bengal were left ruled. In one stroke, they were removed from power. So that's the story of left rule in Bengal.
Sir,
it can happen and replicate anywhere.
Wait.
Is it representing Congress?
See, I have a point, Mr. Chaudhary. I have a point.
No.
When the left was finally moved out of Bengal, you were the bystander. It was the Trinamool which did it. Now, in Gujarat, after 5 years, 10 years...
Very sorry, sir. You don't know the history. You don't know the history, sir. No, you don't know the history here. In 2011, we were the people who joined hands with Mamata Banerjee to remove the left from Bengal. Now the point that, sir, I wanted to drive out here is, no, I couldn't get you, sir. Once again.
Yeah, Yuvraj.
Are you betting for left? Are you betting for AITC or are you betting for Congress? What is your stance? You're hell bent on defending the left.
We are betting. No, the left had misruled.
That is the exact same position
Bengal
in which Congress is right now.
The same way BJP is Muslim. Wait, let me finish.
The BJP is fascist, the Aam Aadmi Party is arrogant, but the Congress is the victim in all of this while you decide to not fight. With due respect and no brief for anyone, everyone fights to win an election. Nobody is here to make friends and do pyar ki rajniti. You come, you fight, you be completely driven about it, and that's what democracy is. Go and sell your message to the people. आप कह रहे हैं भाई प्यार की राजनीति कर रहे हैं, लोगों को नहीं चाहिए आपका प्यार, लोगों को यही चाहिए जो बीजेपी और आम आदमी पार्टी दे रहे हैं. And that's a reality. Maybe
Padmaja,
people in Gujarat are not very pyara people.
That's not
the reality. They don't want your pyar.
Do you want? No. Do you? Listen, Padmaja, let me tell you for one last time, Gujarat's election or whatever the result may be does not reflect the mood of the nation.
What reflects the mood of the nation, sir?
There is a hell and a lot of difference between...
Why were you vying for Gujarati votes?
Court judgment does not reflect what is good in law.
Going on.
Elections do not reflect the mood of the nation.
It's anti-pseudo-nationalism. It's anti-Hindutva. That is the mood of the nation right now. You must understand that. The prism of propaganda that you are in, you need to come out of that propaganda prism.
अरे सर,
come
मीडिया भी
and
propaganda कर रही है,
what the
BJP
people actually
propaganda
want.
कर रही है, आम
You
आदमी
forgot
पार्टी भी
Morbi.
propaganda कर रही है.
No, in Gujarat.
There are 7 people right now, and according to you,
yes,
आप ही
let me
हरिश्चंद्र
ask you
का
one question.
propaganda कर रहे हैं.
2014, no, 2014, what was the issue of the opposition when we were in power? That Congress is a very corrupt party. How many leaders have you sent back to the jail in this thing?
Actually,
in 2022, when the
Actually,
election
plenty. That is half of your problem. आधे वक्त आप पे ईडी की रेड पड़ती है, फिर आप कहते हैं क्यों रेड पड़ रही है, फिर आप टीवी पे आके पूछते हो कि रेड क्यों नहीं पड़ रही है, मतलब सारे इल्जाम गलत थे. Make up your mind. I'll let Shubh respond to this, and then Ashutosh ji. Yes, Shubh, you are arrogant. You are arrogant.
2022 elections से पहले you forgot the Morbi disaster where 140 people lost their lives, and you fought the election on what?
Okay, you are not just arrogant, you are not just arrogant, and let me ask a more specific question, which actually the Congress picked up on the election trail. You claim to speak for the people, Shubh Malhotra, yet the Aam Aadmi Party didn't say a word on Morbi disaster. They didn't open their mouth on Bilkis Bano. The only person who actually picked it up was Jignesh Mevani. Why? Why didn't you speak about it?
No, I think Aam Aadmi Party spoke plenty about the Morbi disaster, and I think the actions of Aam Aadmi Party speak plenty with respect to women's empowerment, which is, a key issue.
No, what about Bilkis Bano? Women's empowerment is very generic. What about Bilkis Bano?
It is not generic. It is something, a heinous chapter of India's history which needs to be learned from. But at the same time, we don't need to just pay lip service to it. We need to take actions with respect to that. And I think Aam Aadmi Party has done more than any other party with respect to women's empowerment is concerned. Another thing I would like to say with respect to Congress is that Gujarat, I think they are living in a dream world if they are thinking that the people are going to vote for them, because the discourse that is around is that Congress really, they are going to get probably 4 or 5 seats.
Okay, very quickly, I think Kamal Zaman Chaudhary is still vehemently saying something about you. So let him also come in. Yes, Mr. Chaudhary.
Ma'am, from the Aam Aadmi Party, do you oppose Bilkis Banu's rapist to be released from jail? Yes or no? Lot of doubts will be cleared. I want a policy decision from you tonight.
Sir, I am not a lawmaker. I am just a political
yes or no,
analyst
simple question.
And a resident of Delhi, and I stand by my ideology, which aligns
with
the Aam Aadmi
does your party
which aligns with the Aam Aadmi
Does your party support the release of Bilkis Banu's rapist? Where were you in 2020 Delhi riots? Where were you?
Where were you, sir? You have still not learned basis
these are all social issues. These are all
You're still not talking about agenda. Please learn, sir. Please take a chapter out of the book of Arvind Kejriwal to talk about the development and to talk about key agendas of people rather than going left, right with respect to all of this.
Where is your Lokpal?
Where is your
Lokpal, man? Where is your Lokpal? Where is your Lokpal?
Okay, I'll give the final word, Ashutosh, when you see the responses.
That's why I say, Padmaja,
does it give you a fair idea of how the BJP has laid the map for how elections should be fought, and the Aam Aadmi Party is now smartly cottoning on and is following that path?
See, I'll reserve my comment if Aam Aadmi Party gets more than 15% vote share in Gujarat election on 8th of December. Till then, I think it's still I have to hold my horses, and I'll request others to do that. But the simple reason Aam Aadmi Party is trying to create some kind of vote base in Gujarat, and I think that's a good thing for the Aam Aadmi Party. But what is happening in Gujarat is basically might reflect at the national level, where opposition is equally divided. They have no plan, no leadership, no strategy, and you are trying to fight Modi, and you are trying to defeat BJP. How come that is possible? See, look at the Bharatiya Janata Party. Today, the exit poll results have come out. And today itself, they started planning for the next elections.
Yeah.
And I still remember when the Bihar elections results were out, the very next day, Mr. Narendra Modi was in Gujarat and they're planning for the Gujarat election. That's how the election should be fought. So you talk about Bilkis Bano, you talk about many other things. If you are losing election one after another, you can't blame Mr. Narendra Modi. You can't blame BJP. One have to look inwards and blame yourself. Aam Aadmi Party is learning tricks, but it's too young right now.
All right, tricks which may pay off in the longer run. But if there's something that these results tell us, or these exit poll results tell us, is that the BJP for now has got an election formula and an election figure that for now is unbeatable. Others can play catch up. I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much. All gentlemen, Aprajita Sarangi, Shubh Malhotra for joining me. Don't forget, Wednesday is a big day. We'll have the MCD election exit poll. And Thursday, of course, needs no introduction. See you.